Is breakfast the most important meal of the day? Growing up here in the United States, that jargon has been force-fed to me since I could understand words. Eat breakfast every day. It is the most important meal of the day. If you don't eat breakfast, you will gain weight and become unhealthy. All of this nonsense is complete garbage. As with most things in life, what I have always found to be very effective when deciding whether or not I should do something is to look at what our caveman ancestors would have done and to follow the money. Let's look at the money first. Breakfast is not often thought of as a particularly expensive meal. Most people eat cereal, some have eggs, and sometimes you may have pancakes or waffles. Regardless, most people are not consuming a 16-ounce steak for breakfast. But let's take a step back for a moment and imagine you are the manager of General Mills, the cereal company. Here it is, sometime in the mid-20th century, and you want to boost your sales. But everyone sees breakfast as a forgotten meal that does not matter much, and a typical breakfast for your everyday American was a cigarette and some bad coffee. So you brainstorm some ideas as to how to get more people to eat breakfast. I know. Simply lobby the government to declare that eating breakfast is essential to a healthy lifestyle, and concurrently launch a huge advertising campaign, now backed by the government, declaring breakfast to be the single most important meal of the day. Now you will start to see the money rolling in. Everyone is now concerned for their livelihoods and begins buying your cereal. Long story short, you are a saint for saving everyone from certain death for not eating breakfast, and you made your company a whole lot of money. Sure, this is a hypothetical story, but one that is not far from the truth. And yes, this example is just for breakfast, but it can easily be adapted to fit a variety of products and lifestyle choices. With this in mind, it becomes very clear why certain people and companies would be very motivated to make you think that breakfast is important. But now let's move on to the ancestral side of things, going all the way back to our caveman roots. In the beginning, when we were all hunter-gatherers and really did not know when our next meal was, we had to eat whatever we had. Oftentimes, this would entail not eating for extended periods of time, and then having a big feast whenever we would kill a big animal. Let's compare that to a typical eating schedule of today. Wake up, eat breakfast, go to work, have a snack, then out to lunch, then back to work, have a snack again, then back home for dinner, then dessert after that. Obviously, this may be a bit exaggerated, but this is what most people do every day. Every day, they eat 5 different times. Our caveman ancestors may have eaten once every 3 to 5 days. That is significantly less than what we eat today. So you may ask why we eat every day at all. It comes down to culture and the amount of food we now have. Culturally, food is a huge component of our lives. And if we have the food to eat, then why not? But is that what is best for you and your genes? Your genes that are millions of years old and cannot necessarily be rewritten in a mere 2,000 years? I would argue that no, your genes cannot be rewritten that quickly, no matter how many people tell you that you must eat breakfast. This is why I do not eat breakfast at all. And most of the time do not eat dinner either. Most days I have one meal, and that is it. Sure, some may say that this timing of my meals, or lack thereof, will lead to positive increases in human growth hormone and a few other good chemicals. But I mostly do it because that is the food schedule that allows me to perform at my best. It also allows me to save a ton of time, since I only have to prepare food for one meal a day. And as you may know, saving time is one of the main goals of this channel. I will include some good videos and articles that discuss not eating breakfast and intermittent fasting in the description. All of them are highly recommended and are what led me to only eat one meal a day. Full disclaimer, I am sure some of you may not like it, but regardless, trying it out for about 2 weeks will be more than worth your time, even if you decide against it. If you have made it to the end of the video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I also strongly encourage you to subscribe. You will definitely be missing out otherwise. With that said, what is your eating schedule, and do you eat breakfast? Leave a comment below. I would love to hear.